Hey, what's up, everybody? This is BroBot, and welcome back to Nexoiid. Thanks for joining us. The topic I'm going to be talking a little bit about today is Ouya. I really hope that you haven't heard of that, because you're going to love it if you haven't. Before I get into that, though, I want to tell you a little bit about the gameplay that I'm showing you. This one isn't a special game type. It's a really fun class to use. Obviously, as you can see, the premise is Riot Shield Throwing Knife combination. The game's been out for several months now. I can't believe this still works as good as it does. A lot of people, they see the Riot Shield and they're not used to it. They don't know how to react. They just kind of stand there and you pop them with the throwing knife. Easy kills. It's not hard to do good. Anyone who has not tried this out, give it a couple rounds. Play with it. I promise you might not do well to start with, but once you get the hang of it, it's crazy fun. Alright, now back on the topic. As I said, Ouya. Now hopefully most of you are saying, Ouya, the hell is that? Well, Ouya is a brand new gaming console in development. That's right, a brand new console, not Sony, not Microsoft, not Nintendo. Actually, as a matter of fact, it's gonna be basically like, it's gonna be to gaming consoles what Linux is to operating systems. It's totally open. It's got a huge development team working on it, where right now it's nothing but a prototype. And even at this early in a stage, it's set to release right now, hopefully by March of 2013, at an amazing price of under $100. I know that sounds unbelievable, but that's what they're going with right now. I really hope they can pull it off. The biggest thing this Ouya has going for it is going to be pricing. It is, well, actually, before I get to that, I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It is an Android-powered gaming console that you just simply hook up to your TV and go with it. There is a little bit of concern to be had there, I believe, especially with security issues and whatnot, because, as I said, this is going to be a hacker-friendly console. That sounds absolutely terrible right away, but I'm sure that they understand that, and they're going to do something to make sure that the games supported on Ouya aren't the fun isn't stripped out of them because half of the people on there have some kind of crazy hack and whatever they want. I'm sure they're simply doing that because hackers get a bad rap, but in reality, a lot of them aren't the evil, nasty people you think. A lot of them really do it for fun, just to see if they can do it, and for creativity. They push the limits of systems. Alright, and then now back to the price point. When companies are developing for this Ouya, they're not going to have to pay a licensing fee for anything they do. They're not going to have to pay retail fees for anything they do. They're not going to have to pay publishing fees for anything they do. And the biggest thing is they don't have to buy or to license development kits from other companies to work on their games. It's going to be one Ouya development kit that they get right off the bat, and with all this elimination, the cost of games is going to be significantly reduced. They did not throw this number out there, but I would be willing to bet that you're going to be buying brand new games for about $20. And even with that, one of the conditions for a game to be published on Ouya is that at least some portion of the game must be free. That's right, at least something must be free. I'm sure that most people are just going to give you a small sampling of free, probably slightly more than the free demos we get now on Xbox and PS3. But still, at least, it's not going to be a small selection. Like right now, it probably maybe a third of games put out a demo before they come out, and then even then, it doesn't even get released on both consoles. But you're going to get something along the lines of that for absolutely every game. You're not ever gonna have to worry, am I gonna spend $60 on this thing and not like it? No, you're gonna already know what it is, and then you're gonna pay a lot less for it, then probably a little bit more, to unlock all the full features, and they'll probably just offer a couple levels for free but pay for the full game. It's probably gonna operate a lot like purchasing cell phone games goes. Or there's a free edition, and then there's a paid edition. And that brings up another thing. With it being Android-powered and things being free, Are we going to have advertisements in our games on this? I don't know. I really hope not. They can be crazy annoying, but, you know, let's hope for the best. Now, to get into the specs of this thing, that's another area I'm kind of worried about. It does have a brand new NVIDIA Tegra quad-core processor, which I would have to assume is most likely more powerful than what we have in our consoles now. But it has 8 gigs of internal storage and runs on only 1 gig of RAM. That really freaks me out for the moment. I hope that you can expand upon that with yourself. They said this. It's going to have USB ports, and you're going to be able to open it with a screwdriver. It's not going to have some crazy opening process like the Xbox has. So hopefully we're going to be able to mod that on our own. I assume it's safe to say we can put a hard drive on it if we want a USB hard drive to greatly expand that 8 gigs that's not going to get you very far. And the 1 gig of RAM for gaming, I mean, I better be able to put at least 4 in that thing, and I think you need more, probably 8 with the next generation of games that's going to be coming out. So, I hope you like what you've heard so far. Look into this thing. Again, it's called Ouya. That's O-U-Y-A. Pronounced, I believe that's the correct pronunciation. I haven't heard it pronounced, so I am kind of guessing at that, but I'm generally pretty close on this thing, so I feel safe to say that Ouya is probably correct. Then also, if you look this up, you can support it. They are still taking donations for supporting the development of it, and if you donate towards them, you can get things like you can early reserve your gamer tag, and if you donate enough, you even get the console as soon as it comes out. So let me know what you think in the comments and look this up. Alright everybody, thanks for watching and see ya.